How can you at paragraph 528 say that Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, and then at paragraph 523 again say Ministry of Works and Housing? Where was the deputy minister who could have paid attention to these details and dotted the I's? Where were the ministers? And this document has been brought to Parliament. In the list, this document might be withdrawn and a new budget brought before Parliament. Parliament will not accept this cut and paste budget, and all the things you have in there are things that you pulled from the previous budget and pasted them.
Out for minority leader, Afenyo Markins is not taking it easy on the internet. Ye never kayen chibiaye and your finance minister at Forson the 2026 budget a buy and the SMP now no kayen. But Afenyo Markins say upon the review our budget no so no. Otumi who say a cut and paste budget. Na nsɛm Afenyo Markins ya babetu dwa na nye easy or start efi a policies na ɛwɔ hɔ dada under the Kufuor government at the NDC for a paste. This according to Afenyo Markins ne some more kind. Eba be hit hard on 24-hour economy. No chichim say 24-hour economy no kra no say no mobile be running no. Now for wuti nsɛm Afenyo Markins say di betu dwa na say nsɛm finance minister di betu dwa no. Obabe countanina na nkomo is very interesting in Parliament. Utumu say Afenyo Markins say kasa na edu point bia na amanfo huti no na amanfo oka na amanfo kan wechire. Utumu say noise no was serious. Utumu say Afenyo Markins kan odu baby a na wapose dede nu kofama na watwaso na rofo ensem Afenyo Markins say bo so video we mu no bebre na ohokro mu yanye enso Afenyo Markins hu dede. Our chichim say your no just copy and paste. Out of war is very interesting. I remember say which video we say you will decide. Let me know your candid opinion or comments.
Mr. Speaker, let me now turn to the budget itself. This budget, Mr. Speaker, this budget is a cut and paste budget. When we say the successes of Nanado government is as a result of solid foundation laid by his administration, the NDC start to fight. But look at pages 74, 75 to 76, paragraphs 519 to 533. It is a complete cut and paste budget. They claim we have a ministry for works and housing with all the 60 ministers, with all the appointees in cabinet. They could not open their eyes to see that they were selling something to Parliament that they themselves have not defined as part of the ministries. Mr. Speaker, how can you at paragraph 519 claim that there's a ministry of railway development? How can you at paragraph 528 say that Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, and then at paragraph 523 again say Ministry of Works and Housing? Where was the deputy minister who could have paid attention to these details and dotted the I's? Where were the ministers? And this document has been brought to Parliament. In the list, this document might be withdrawn and a new budget brought before Parliament. Parliament will not accept this cut and paste budget, and all the things you have in there are things that you pulled from the previous budget and pasted them. Where is the Ministry for Railway and Development? Mr. Speaker, our friends have been exposed. A lazy attitude in preparation of a national document for Parliament. How could it have been a mistake? This is not a mistake. This is incompetence. This is clear that you did not prepare the budget with due diligence. Else you won't come and tell us Ministry for Works and Housing, Ministry for Railway Development, and write anything because you think you have the numbers to say here. We, the minority, the mighty minority, will scrutinize. And you can choose to use the courts and other means together with your numbers to get all of us out of this chamber. We will still protest and scrutinize you outside of this chamber. Mr. Speaker, at paragraph 33, page 5 of the budget, this is what they say. That, Mr. Speaker, the year 2025 has unfolded against a backdrop of deepening global uncertainty, heightened trade disputes, persistent geopolitical tensions, and uneven monetary tightening across major economies have damaged global confidence and investment flows. Mr. Speaker, these are the words of the finance minister. Since when, Mr. Speaker, did global economic uncertainties affect the economy of Ghana? When you were in opposition, you failed to accept that global economic challenges had effects on Ghana. Today, in presenting your national budget, you are blaming global uncertainties has haven't affected you. Mr. Speaker, our friends have been exposed. Their hypocrisy now known to the people of Ghana, that this is not a group of principled political leaders, but a group of convenience political leaders. Each day in government, they change their positions, they change authority as and when it pleases them. Mr. Speaker, we will hold them to account, we will expose them, we will scrutinize every move of them, even if they use subtle ways to reduce our numbers. Even if we are left with one in this chamber, we will put the heat at their feet and make life uncomfortable for them. Mr. Speaker, today, if you read paragraph 902 all the way to 905, this government claims that GMPC will be drilling oil in 2026. Mr. Speaker, a critical question must be asked. Whether or not GMPC can undertake major exploration, especially drilling in the Volta Basin, with such drastically reduced funding. And then, Mr. Speaker, they claim that we as a country, we are going to generate our own power. This power that we are going to generate, have you first dealt with the inefficiencies in the system? Because, Mr. Speaker, currently there is excess capacity. The take or pay agreement we have, that is costing so much money. You haven't dealt with it, and you say you are going to set up a new system, a new thermal plant, using future savings to do that. Is it another scandal in waiting? Mr. Speaker, if the majority and its government do not avail themselves for the minority, as few as we are, with our might and intellect to scrutinize you, you may go down in history as the most corrupt government in the history of Ghana. Avail yourselves and let us scrutinize you. Mr. Speaker, look at ECOWAS, the ECOWAS sub-regional growth. Mr. Speaker, table 4, page 8 of the budget. Clearly, table 4 explains why the mighty minority says that this budget is growthless, jobless, and hopeless. Mr. Speaker, perhaps
Honorable Minority Leader, please proceed. The respective backs should take notes because I can hear noise from both sides. So we should all remain silent and listen to the debate. Please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Ghanaian story, when compared to our peers in ECOWAS, is nothing good to write home about. From their own table 4 at page 8, it is clear all other countries in the sub-region did so well in terms of their growth. Mr. Speaker, if you walk through this list one by one, their incompetence is exposed. We are asking them, where are the jobs? Ejumanu wahi. Where is the 24-hour economy? It is clear that 24-hour economy no atonsio. Mr. Speaker, let's go to the industrial sector. Reference Appendix 1C, page 15. The NPP administration left a burgeoning industry sector that grew at 7.1%. Mr. Speaker, growth in that sector has declined to a paltry 3.6% in 2025. This decline is due to the lack of activity in the construction subsector. Numbers don't lie. Whereas construction subsector grew at 9.6% in 2024, growth in the sector has declined to 2.9% in 2025. Now you see why we have been clamoring for you to pay contractors. Even your own ministers, 2025, did not have their releases. Non-payment of arrears owed contractors means they have to move away from sites. Most road projects initiated have been abandoned. Agenda 111 have been abandoned. Contract construction is the bedrock of the industrial sector. A lot of Ghanaians get their daily bread when construction booms. You cannot profess a certain big push agenda and not pay hard-working contractors. You cannot profess big push agenda and whilst projects started by the previous government is stalled. Mr. Speaker, the NDC administration must learn to pay contractors, continue road projects started by the MPP administration, continue the Agenda 111, continue the numerous projects in the educational sector, complete the bypass on the Accra-Kumasi road, complete the Kaswa-Winneba road, finish the Adenta-Dodowa road, finish the Tamapampram stretch, complete the Swami interchange, and finish the PTC interchange. Mr. Speaker, the NPP administration under Nana Akufo-Addo has a record of over 13,000 kilometers of road. Mr. Speaker, the 13,000 kilometers road
Please, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, the 13,000 kilometer plus road construction under the Nanado government, Mr. Speaker, can never be matched by this administration. Mr. Speaker, now let's look at revenue. fiscal performance. May I refer them to Appendix 2A at page 154 of the budget. Mr. Speaker, in presenting the budget in March 2025, the minister projected total revenues and grants of 224.93 billion, representing 16.1% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, the minority told the NDC to stop the voodoo forecasting because it was unachievable and that the figures were cooked just to make the budget look good. Mr. Speaker, unperturbed in the mid-year budget review, they presented a further revised revenue and grants upwards to 229.9 billion, representing 16.4% of GDP. Again, we warn them to desist from deceiving the Ghanaian public and potential investors. What do we see now? The Minister of Finance and his government have finally revised the end-year projected revenue and grant to 226.4 billion, a whooping 3.5 billion difference. Is this competence? Incompetence. Mr. Speaker, the bizarre aspect of all of this is that they disregarded the full facts and figures. They programmed to rake in 162.6 billion in the first 9 months of the year. And this programming was done significantly in July. Mr. Speaker, in the first 9 months, you were able to only get 11.1%. What are you hiding from the Ghanaian people? How can you raise 72 billion in 3 months when you only had 154 billion in 9 months? You can project big revenue, but actual performance would expose you. I repeat, you can project big revenue, but actual performance will expose you. Mr. Speaker, a word to the wise is enough. Now, Mr. Speaker, let us look at expenditure. Expenditure as the presidency has ballooned. Expenditure at the presidency has ballooned. It is in excess of 1.5 billion cedis. The deputy minister can shake his head, but I wish he could state this for the record. Perhaps he doesn't know what is contained in the budget. Perhaps he doesn't know what is contained in the budget. We, the mighty minority, have read the budget in full, and we know the details. Mr. Speaker, they fail to provide for the private sector. They fail to create opportunities, yet at the presidency alone, they are spending in excess of 1.5 billion cedis. Mr. Speaker, let me turn to the women banking sector. Mr. Speaker, I want to remind the NDC that they cannot deceive the Ghanaian people. I refer them to Appendix 4A of page 174 of the budget. Mr. Speaker, they claim that they are providing 401 million to start the women banking. Mr. Speaker, what they try to hide are the things I'm going to tell the Ghanaian people. At 9:30, there's supposed to be a minimum capital, which capital must be unimpaired. Now, the minimum capital requirement for opening a bank, establishing a bank, is 400 million. That 400 million, you can't touch it. So if you say you are providing 400 million to establish the women banking, what money are you going to use to provide the loans? Mr. Speaker, in the 2025 budget, you did nothing about the women banking. Now you are providing for 400 million to establish a bank. What are you going to give out as loans? Again, you have deceived the women of this country. 2025 provided nothing, then in 2026 too, nothing. Mr. Speaker, The 24-hour economy has now become a chorus. If you go through the budgets, paragraph 431, paragraph 458, paragraph 479, Mr. Speaker, there's one chorus. They even describe it at 24 economy plus and 24-hour economy. Which is which? Every paragraph, you precede it with 24-hour economy. So what is the meaning of 24-hour economy? The one job, 3 shifts in way. Okay, nichuma baba. Ingwe nichuma yo. Abibo. Abibo ake ingwe nichuma yo. Mr. Speaker, the people of Ghana are asking the NDC 2025, 2026, even 2025, we can forgive you because you are just come. But what about 2026? What are the variables? What are the policy measures you've introduced to inspire growth, to create employment? Mr. Speaker, at ECG, even where you had an opportunity to use electricity tariffs as an incentive to develop this 24-hour economy, you failed. This year alone, you have increased tariffs by 18%. 18% across board. How do you, without introducing reforms, burden the ordinary Ghanaian to pay more taxes, to pay more tariffs? Added to that was your 1 Ghana cedi per petrol diesel bought at the pump. What have you done? You claim that you are taking away e-levy, yet in the dead of night you introduce the Doomsday levy, you introduce 18% electricity tariffs, and in the same vein you claim that you are going to provide an incentive for economic growth and for businesses to work all night. What a hypocrisy. What a double standard. What an unprincipled government. Mr. Speaker, this government claims that it is going to develop Ghana. I want to ask a simple question. What have you provided for agriculture? Go through the budget on agriculture. You abandon the planting for food and jobs. You are rather giving more money to the gold board and abandoning our farmers. Akufo-Addo constructed no less than 12 landing beach sites at our coast. Go to the fishing subsector. What have you provided for them? Zero. Nothing. Yet you say we should praise you. All the monies you have provided for giving to Galamsey activities through gold board, are you making a distinction between regularly mined gold and illicit gold? All we know is that Bank of Ghana is releasing dollars for gold board to buy gold. There is no transparent accounting system, but we tell you, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, all the transactions and the gold board, where the exchange rate losses, the differentials went to, you would account for them. Mr. Speaker, let me proceed to deal with another issue, public debts. Mr. Speaker, recently the Vice President of our Republic raised this issue of public debts. Mr. Speaker, specifically, paragraphs 199 to 201 at page 32. This is what the NDC, Mr. Speaker, this is what they say. They claim that the public debt decline, the public debt to GDP declined from 68.9% as at end of September 2024 to a 45% a year later due to the debt exchange program. You go to the Ghanaian people and tell them that the debt exchange program was bad. But today you are taking credit for the debt exchange program. You are telling the people of Ghana now after you had gotten power, the DDEP significantly lowered the debt. The agreement reached last year with commercial creditors, particularly Euro bond holders, helped a lot in debt reduction. The last leg with official bilateral creditors having become effective is the final bit. This is not prudent debt management, according to you. You are actually now adding to the debt stock. So when you meet IMF and the World Bank, you praise the Akufo-Addo administration for the steps taken in stabilizing the economy. Yet, when you meet the full soldiers, you lie to them. You will be exposed. Your hypocrisy is now known to all. You are now known as a government of convenience. Your principle is lost on you. Nobody takes you serious. Mr. Speaker, let me refer to paragraph 364 at page 54 of the budget. This is what the NDC government says about the Electoral Commission. Quote, Mr. Speaker, in 2025, the Electoral Commission delivered on its constitutional mandate with professionalism and transparency. Following the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections, the Commission conducted election for the confirmation of 261 metropolitan, municipal, district chief executives. It also organized the rerun of Ablekuma North parliamentary elections, conducted Akwatia by-elections, and supervised the Council of State elections for 16 regional representatives. Mr. Speaker, today, this same NDC is now crucifying the Electoral Commission through a questionable petition. Mr. Speaker, again, the governance of convenience has been exposed. Mr. Speaker, we thought that after coming to power and claiming that everything was in shambles, they will come around with a new idea. Mr. Speaker, Omubaye, Omasem ni se Ghana bibia nkoso, omu de adwuma eba, enkola no yemba no anajo ombenye adwuma ye wo dokra obetumi adwa anojo. Omu se electricity bo beko form. Omu se adwuma ebeba ende ankronkro adwuma na MPP abreso omu de ba ya na yesema ye nje omu tax no se adwuma ni nyine collapse. NDC aban endro nko a e wo mo